Good morning. I'm starting on Gothic Road and I'm heading to the classic 401 here in Crested Butte. So we're starting off with about a 7 mile, 3,000 foot road climb. And yeah, I hate this road climb, but it's the only way, unless you shuttle it, to get to the top of the 401. And it's going to be worth it. I'll meet you at the top. It's early morning, it's fresh at the moment. It's going to get busier, it's going to get warm. And let's see what the 401 is like. This is actually my second time here. The first time I thought I videoed it, I need to find the GoPro, didn't record. This time I'm going to get it. See you at the top.
Crested Butte, nestled in the Elk Mountains, is a favourite destination for mountain biking. About 4¼ hours from Denver, 3¾ hours from Colorado Springs, and a little under 3 hours from Grand Junction, Crested Butte is nestled in outstanding mountain scenery. In this episode, I'm focusing on riding the 401, and I ride from Mount Crested Butte, which is the ski resort a little up the road from Crested Butte itself. So let's come along for the ride and enjoy the journey. If you can't shuttle, the road is definitely the downside to the 401. It's long and it climbs and it gets steeper to the end, and you will often be passed by cars, trucks and ATVs going up to the top as well. But it's what you have to suffer for the joys to come. As you get to the top of Gothic Road before it turns into Schofield Pass, this is where you connect up with the 401. But here you still have a climb of 1.4 miles and about another 650 feet to go before you get to the top. So we'll skip along through some of this. Some of it's steep. I walk sections of it. Strong riders can probably ride the whole thing. I'm not a strong rider anymore. It's tough after a long road climb to keep on going. But here the ground is moist, tacky, it's in the woods, and then as you approach the top, it starts to open up and you start to see the views as you reach the top.
You're going to get up there, but still not at the top.
The very last bit can be the most soul destroying. You think you're near the top, but it just seems to go on forever and ever and ever until you finally reach the top, and then you can take a well-earned rest before the descent down.
Well, I made it to the top of the 401, so let's take a quick look at the sights. What a good view. So I've got way too much gear. I've got the GoPro on the chin, I've got the Hero 4 on the gimbal. We're about to do the 401. I'm up here by myself at the moment, while someone else has just joined me. This guy here. But hopefully I should have a pretty clear rundown. Go for the 401. Up. We start with totally the wrong gear. Don't fail. Oh, time for the views. This is pretty rough. Last time I came down here, this was like super smooth. This time it's not. Again, through the flowers. go. Pretty tight switchbacks. But if you go up onto the bank, not bad. So this is only my second time down here. Wildflowers are nice. I feel like this is a trail you shouldn't be like really ripping down fast, so you can take in the scenery. Oh, what happened here? Not sure this bit's cyclable. Yeah. Good on you if you can cycle that. I think most people will be walking that one. Just slow for a moment, taking the views. Okay, back to riding. Ooh, got caught up on a little rock there. Still relatively early morning, still pretty quiet at the moment. Now, I know general mountain safety is don't ride in the afternoon because of the risk of thunderstorms, but if the weather cooperates, this is a good one for an evening ride. Oh, look at this, beautiful. Morning. Thank you. Lots of flowers. Yeah, in the evening you'll get the sun behind and all the light on the mountains in front. And it's just out of this world beauty. At the moment it's actually pretty overcast. One thing with the 401, the trail's not particularly difficult, but you do get this like exposure, which for most people is really not a big deal. But if you don't like heights, it can be a little unnerving. I get like mild vertigo, so for me it's a little unnerving, which is funny for a mountain biker. You'd think that I'd be used to this. Certainly when you're on those narrow spots and the trail is just falling off to the side. Funny, I was on Facebook last night thinking, or saying, oh, I think the 401's a slightly overrated trail. I don't know what I'm thinking. I must have been out of my mind. Oh, braking bumps. Behind when you have a moment. No hurry. Thank you. You have a good day. Now the 401 is a trail of two parts really. There's this alpine exposed trail that descends down. Then when this gets to the bottom, it enters a wooded section which climbs back up again and then descends again for the finish. So most people think 401, they're really thinking of this section that goes along the slopes of the mountain with these views here. Yeah, I don't know, there was an easier line, I just went straight down the centre.
As we descend down the mountain, we start to lose the openness and we zigzag through aspens as we continue our descent down.
Nice little series of rooty drops through there, nothing particularly big, talking like 8 to 10 inches. Because I know this stuff never really shows that well on the video exactly what you're doing. Up, getting straight down the centre, but I think take the high line there and then you can actually get around the corner easier. Yeah. So I descended for aspens. I tell you, when you come down here, make sure you got good pads and rotors. You'll be on your brakes quite a lot just to control your speed, at least your rear. Well, rear and the front. Ooh, beautiful. I noticed there's a couple of rocks in there you can launch off if you know where they are and you're ready for them. Nice. Come off that bank into a off camber turn. Woo. So many stutter bumps. Hey, that was loose. Back to the views. Oh, we're looking at the views the other way. Look at that. Okay, quick stop. So we've just come down from that side, all winding our way down. Actually, I think we got up there and across and down. Pretty awesome. That was fast through there. Over the roots.
0 miles. Duration 3 hours 5 minutes and 47 seconds.
Oh, that was a blast. Ooh. Sweet. Super sweet.
Right onto Rustler Gulch Road 317.3C.
Oh.
317.3C.
I guess some people go up the 401. Right. So that's kind of the first section of the 401. As I now we'll get into the second section. So here we are. So this morning I climbed all the way up Gothic Road. We've just descended the top part of the 401. But now we're on the lower section of the 401, which takes us back to Gothic. But this section actually climbs up to, it's actually quite a climb up to this point, and then you got final downhill back. So when people talk 401, it was really that one. I'm going to continue. We'll keep on going. Now this section of the 401 is a lot more rustic. A lot more of these backcountry type trail with roots and so on. Ooh. Oh, my legs are actually pretty tired from that run down. Just seemed crazy that I climbed for 2 hours, but it was worth it. Gothic Mountain. So slow.
While I appear to have become the world's slowest climber, it does allow me to take the views in on this quite open trail, and the views are good.
Aha. That was pretty deep over there. Perhaps this way? Let's try this way. Yeah, that worked. So we get bits like this. Ooh. Oh. And that was steeper than it looked. Ooh, actually, a bit of a road, kind of surprising. Okay, now we get back to some downs. That was a steep and difficult climb. The trail is pretty rustic. This drops sharply here. Woo. Oh, my GoPro is having problems. My Hero 7 just flaked out on me. Hopefully the Tallboy 4 is recording still. Alright, let's continue. Yeah, nice little stony section there. So this section, descending back down the last bit of the 401, sweeps and swoops, a lot of down, a little up, a lot more down, some smooth, some roots, some rocks. Little fast run like this through the trees. This is nice. We are back at Gothic, so we just dropped down the road. So that was the 401. If you stayed to the end, thank you for watching my video. If you haven't by now, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that rubbish. Click that bell icon so you know when I post my next video. Thank you. Ooh, this is the Judd Falls trailhead. Actually, I think that's up there, but most people stop here. That was the 401 trail. Don't forget to subscribe. See you on another trail.